Constantino Brumidi was a master at being able to render complex compositions of human form in 3 dimensions. And it's precisely his background in having learned sculpture from neoclassical sculptors, and the fact that he was able to read and translate form from highlights to midtones to lowlights by understanding it on sculpture itself.
Towards the end of Brumidis' life, and the very last work that he did was the frieze in the rotunda, and that was difficult for him. Maybe his son Lawrence was up helping him a little bit. He didn't have his other assistants anymore. He was doing it alone. He was then trying to translate a drawing that he had done in the 1850s this high. Then he had to do all these drawings on paper, full size. The figures are like 7 feet tall. Then put those up on the plaster, draw them, paint them. It was quite difficult. And he's working about 60 feet above the floor on his little scaffold hanging up there. There were no elevators. He had to climb all the stairs up and then climb down a ladder 20 feet to be on this little scaffold. One point he told the architect, I need a chair. I can't stand up all day. He was not feeling very well. And then one day the leg of the chair slipped off the edge of the scaffold. He was able to hold on, got rescued. He didn't fall down. He would have been killed. The next day he went up and painted some more, and then he said, I'm going to go back in my studio, I'm going to work on these big drawings so someone else can finish painting. He had a sense he wasn't going to live that much longer. He died a few months later, but he was still working on the drawings, trying to finish all his ideas.
I think he dared to believe his heart and follow his dream. A lot of people have dreams, and a lot of people usually don't really follow them because of fear.
Brumidi was someone, I think, who was very true to himself, and he stood up for his own principles, but I think he was also someone who could work well with other people.
He dared to trust in himself and believe in his skill, because he was, for the most part, the singular artist on all of those aspects in the Capitol. He himself painted the canopy, most of the Senate and congressional rooms. Of course, he had assistants mixing paints and so on. That's a technical, you need that. But as far as a paintbrush on a wall, it was his.
I have no longer any desire for fame or fortune. My one ambition and my daily prayer is that I may live long enough to make beautiful the capital of the one country on earth in which there is liberty.
Μπρουμίδης Νικόλαος, έτος γεννήσεως 1845. Μπρουμίδη Καλλιρόη, έτος γεννήσεως 1860. Μπρουμίδης Βασίλειος, 1896. Μπρουμίδη Μαγδαληνή, 1855.
Τη νύχτα της 27ης Αυγούστου 1886, ισχυρός σεισμός μεγέθους 7,5 ρίχτερ θα πλήξει τα Φιλιατρά και την ευρύτερη περιοχή. Η γη ανοίγει στα δυο σε μεγάλο βάθος. Οι κατοικίες καταραίουν, ποτάμια και χήμαροι στεγνώνουν. Οι νεκροί και οι τραυματίες ανέρχονται σε εκατοντάδες. Η πόλη των Φιλιατρών έχει υποστεί ανυπολόγιστη καταστροφή. Από τις ελάχιστες οικοδομές που στέκει ακόμη όρθια μετά το σεισμό, θα είναι το μικρό σπιτάκι της οικογένειας Μπρουμίδη, χτισμένο στα τέλη περίπου του 1700. Εδώ γεννήθηκε και μεγάλωσε ο Σταύρος, ο πατέρας του μετέπειτα μεγάλου ζωγράφου Κωνσταντίνου Μπρουμίδη. Σήμερα, το ίδιο αυτό σπίτι στα Φιλιατρά εξακολουθεί να κατοικείται από απογόνους της οικογένειας Μπρουμίδη.